Hello my friends and welcome to another Cities Skylines video. Today we're doing part 2 of the Only Ships teaser video. So let's jump straight into the action. I just wanna say that this turned out to be a lot harder than the other challenges that I've done. Firstly, I had to redo the map a few times because I was not sure how the ships would behave. After working on that for a while, I figured out that when people take the ships to go from one plot to another, they travel out to the edge of the map and then back again, making big lines where the ships get stuck. So I fixed this by redoing the entire map again and by importing everything by trains and then switching to ships. Now the issue turned out to be that people does not travel from harbor to harbor in order to get places. So this is when I realized that I had to skip that idea for now, so I switched to planes for transporting people and kept the ships for goods. The ships transporting the goods still got their goods from the train stations at the edge of the map. This is to not create any lines, and it seems to work rather good with great capacity. And also I had to use the Eden project in order to get rid of all the ground pollution, because the plots were a bit on the small side. So anywho, I spent a few hours fixing and tuning the small things, and now we seem to have a functioning city. So I'ma let the time lapse run in the background while I cover all the statistics, and we will see what you think of this city in the end of the video. Alright guys, so here are the statistics. Let's begin with the most fun ones. And first up is the transportation. We got almost 2,000 people traveling by metro every week. If we include the tourists, we are above 2k. Then we got the trains, almost 1k a week. We got the planes chilling at around 1.2k. And with the tourists, they are at 1.5k. In total, this turns out to be 4,114 people per week. And 380 tourists. So now you might be wondering, why are so many people traveling by metros and train? And if you have a look at the map right about now, I'ma show why. And the reason for why many people travel by trains is because the plot up in the middle has a train station going down to the plot in the middle, and from there people can take the airplanes all around the map. Every plot has its own small little metro system, excluding the 3 in the north, because they have a big one going from plot to plot, as you can see. And this is so that the citizens can go from the plots up in the left and up in the right to the one in the middle. And from there take the airplanes all around the map, as I said before. So it's a functioning and well-working system, and the only downside is that there is a lot of people on the train station, but it seems to handle it pretty well. So now let's move on to the education. We have a lot of graduated citizens, and we have a lot of highly educated, and the reason for why we have a lot of uneducated and only educated people is because we need a lot of them in the industries to work there, and it seems to work pretty well with these percentages. And moving on to fire safety, and for some reason the hazard rate, or whatever you call it, is at 38%, but as you can see in the video, it clearly looks a bit better than the statistics show. And as far as I know, we don't seem to have any issues regarding it. And moving on to another interesting statistics, and this is the citizen happiness. And I think it's really great how we managed to get the industry happiness up to 92% and the offices up to 98%. The residential happiness could be a bit higher, but I'm still pleased with 91%. And sadly the commercial happiness is just at 76%, but that's pretty normal. And I always seem to have some issues with the commercial zones. So if you know how to get the happiness up on the commercial zones, then please tell me in the comments, because I really want them to get above 90%. That would be really sweet to have a really happy town. So moving on to the health. The average health is at 81% and we have 0 sick citizens, which is amazing, and the heal capacity is at 4,500, so no problems with that. And moving on to noise pollution, and as you can see it's terrible, it's at 67%, but I guess that's pretty normal when you're building a city like this, because we're limited in space and we need to have a lot of ships and harbors working at the same time. So I guess you could say that it's pretty good that we have most of our noise down at the industries and at the commercial areas, and that our residential areas are pretty much not affected by this noise pollution. So now we're moving on to the final parts of the statistics in this video, and this is the economy. And as you can see, it's not going in a positive direction right now, and that's because it costs a lot to keep all these harbors up. As you can see, it's almost at 40,000, and under that we got the airports chilling at around 28,800. Electricity is above 12k, water and sewage 12k, disposal of garbage is at 33k, healthcare is at 35k, fire stations and all that is at 17k, police budget is at 17k, education is at 7k only, and parks are at almost 16k, and that's probably because of the Eden project and that I've put up the budget to 150%. And the roads are chilling at 5.5k, the metros at 3.4k, the train station at 2.6k, and the ships and harbors and planes we have already covered. So the total income is 217k, and the total expenses are 236k. So as of right now we're going in negative 19.5k, and we are almost 66k people living in this town, and it's growing right now. So the economy might be a bit better in the future, but as of right now it's negative. I might be able to push it into a positive state, but then the city might not be as beautiful as it is right now. And also the unemployment rate is under 5%, but sometimes when the population goes up and down, as it always does with these death spikes and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it for the statistics, and I must say goodbye in the video now, but I will keep on running some time-lapsed footage after that with some music on, so keep watching if you want to. So I think that covers most of this save. If you want to explore it even more, I will leave a link to it in the description, so feel free to download it and explore it for yourself. And also I'm working on a part 3, I guess you could call it. It will contain the same system but fully functioning, with only ships and harbors, so stay tuned for that. Other than that, I hope you liked the video and that you're having a great day, so thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
stay.